I guess you're back with Lucid9 when we last left off. Shoji died. You might be like, who's Shoji? Don't worry, he's just a side character. He got run over by a train. You can see Yahiko pushed him? That's kinda... Basically, my voice just cracked there. Basically, Yahiko pushed him. But not pushed him. Like, he did, but he didn't. Here, I'll give you a shot. Yeah, we already read this last time. Or the time before last time. They're on the bus. What was that? And what's going on? Mind where you're driving. Can't help it. Good heavens, what is out there? Nice, lots of it. Sweepers must have delayed. Well, pull over, stop, do something. Just sit down and be quiet. You need to concentrate. Mizu? I don't like this bus. We'll be fine, don't worry. Dang it! No! Ooh-wah! Yaba! Oh, CG. Oh. What is that? A pillar? Mizu? It's okay. Enough, sis. I can't breathe. Mizu, get up. Why aren't you moving? Please, sis. Officer, a kid alive, back. How? Air pocket, just like glass. Quick, get. Beep. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Did it! Get him to the girl? Did it instantaneous. Sir, civilians escort away. No, it wasn't instantaneous. Give back you. Oh god, no. No. Hana. How do you say Hana? How does the Japanese pronounce it? Hana. Hana. Yoshi, where's please? My eyes shoot open and I clutch at my chest, coughing violently. And immediately grips my shoulder, and I feel something cold and solid at my lips. A glass. Water. I guzzle it violently, guilt burning as it slips into my mouth. My vision finally begins to clear, but we already knew everything like that happened. Like, I am the master of this game. I remembered, like, very early on, there's the bus, then the river, and I'm a genius. I'm bundled up in a large comforter, reclining against my sofa. Yui's kneeling in front of me, expression reddened with concern. She hesitantly brushes her fingertips against my forehead. I feel like ice. You're burning up. She hurries back into the kitchen. I hear the comforting gurgle. I'm wasting AP! The warm scent of chicken broth drifts through the air. What happened? The words escape from my throat in a croaky groan. Yuri quickly returns and slips into the newly refilled glass into my hand. I sip at it, slower this time. You were in shock. You lapsed twice as we came to your apartment. Thankfully, you didn't faint until we got here. I meant Yahiko and Shoji. She freezes, her expression flickering in pain. I didn't see. Everyone rushed out of the train to see what had happened. There were police, ambulances, reporters. It was a mess. I narrow my eyes at her. Her hands are clasped tightly, shaky in her lap. Nervousness? Definitely. From trauma? Not quite. Okay guys, so special occasion? I have 27 quartz. I've been saving it for Muramasa, but this is a lucky mid-recording quartz roll. Just one. I'm gonna get Gene Alter right here. Here it is. It's gonna turn no gold particles, but it's gonna be 3. It's a craft essence. So I got a pretty good craft essence, the Mage's Killer. So might as well roll one more time. I think that just makes sense. And it's gonna gold. It's not turning gold, but it's gonna be 3 lines. That's 1 line. So might as well do one more. That's just a gem sort of Zelrich, which is really strong in the universe, but for some reason the item of it is really weak. It's another craft. Okay, look, we gotta do one more. Just this time it's gonna be a servant, and it's gonna be Gene Alter. What the heck? This time, let me tell you what. It's gonna be a servant, There we go! Gene altar, here it is. It's a Lancer. Okay, that's enough quartz wasted. Are you hiding something from me, Yui? They arrested Yahiko. What? I mean, he did kind of deserved. I'm just saying. Like, he deserved to get arrested for that, at the very least. He's currently being detained at the station. How long have I been out? My chest suddenly ceases, pushing me into a coughing fit. Yui disappears into the kitchen and comes back with a bowl of steaming chicken noodle soup. Eat this. Work to spoon the food into my mouth, but my hands are shaking uncontrollably. Rapid thoughts, one after another, are pounding at my head. Did Yahiko just kill someone? Did Choji just die before my eyes? Oh, let me. She takes the bowl from my grasp, holding the spoon before my lips. Feeding me? Really? Someone has a level 100 Lee Shuwen. I respect that. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Let you starve? So she quickly jams the spoon in my mouth. The warm, savory liquid soothes my throat, instinctively hum in approval. It's good. Well, duh. I thought it dawns on me as I take another spoonful of soup. What happened to your luggage? Luggage? You're going back home. Oh well, things change. That does tend to happen when you see someone die. Does Masato know? I don't know. You haven't told him? Well, where's he been? Has he contacted you? No, he hasn't, okay? And he won't. She grips the bowl in both hands, her shoulders thumping. For the first time, I notice how tired she looks. I'm sorry, shouldn't have yelled at you. No, it's okay. Well, what's been happening to all of us? How are you feeling? Fine. I see that the bloodshot veins in her eyes are in the deep shadows to her skin and how there's no life to her smile. Liar. Come here. Take the bowl from her hands and place it on the ground, with slighted arm around her shoulder, rubbing it gently. She seems to collapse inwardly, hiding her face in her hands. Why? Why is this happening? It's okay. I don't understand. First it's with Masato, then Akira, then Yahiko. Everyone's leaving. Leaving? Don't worry, I won't leave. She relaxes at my words and wipes her sleeve across her face. I have no idea what Lee Shuwen's abilities do. Well, it's not like anyone else would put up with you, right? Right. Her mood seems to lighten and her brow flickers in concern. You saw Mizu, didn't you? And nodded silently, trying to swallow past the lump in my throat. Yeah. And? It's okay. This wasn't the first time. Tried to pass this off as a joke, but Yui grows deathly still. What? Maybe this wasn't a good idea. What am I supposed to say? Nearly drowned yesterday? Never mind. Emma, tell me what happened. Now. Her eyes pierced through me and her mouth is set in a hard frown. Looks like I should just come clean. I almost drowned yesterday. You know the Rainbow River? Shoji. Shoji was drowning. Thought I could save him. But that river, I know. It's the very first reason why my family had moved away from Osamu. Because of what happened in that river. That river that, miles further upstream, bordered a certain elementary school. Been born and raised in Osamu, I had a sibling. But after that incident in the river, a frightening bus crash that resulted in around 30 casualties. Well, we didn't stick out. So we moved. Nice town, 3 hours away. Quiet place called Seto where we were supposed to start over. A town where I met Yui and Misaki. But then, Yui's parents found jobs in the prosperous metropolis of Osamu. They couldn't hesitate to take them, not when they were still working through the aftermath of the recession. So Yui came to Osamu, and I came with her. Back to this cursed city and its cursed river. You know how dangerous that river can be. Why would you even... You can't swim. Well, yeah, there's a reason it turned out the way it did. I wonder where you're gonna tell me this. The edge to her voice alerts me just how distressed she is. Hold on. Gotta use that attack up, the quick up. And there we go. Is it really such a big deal? You could have died. Well, I didn't. It's not the problem, Yama. You don't tell me anything. I mean, you kind of been pretty shady the last couple days. Her sudden outburst turns me into silence. She grips my shoulders, fingers scrolling through the comforter and digging into my arms. You're always hiding things, like you never know what's going on. Don't you trust me? Why? Why? Your voice is shaking. Work to speak past the numbness on my tongue. I don't hide anything from... What about Shigure? What about the investigation? What about the serial murders? What about... How does she know they're serial? Oh wait, TV. She grabs my shirt, tears dripping under the comforter. You haven't told me anything. That you've been staying up late, that these things keep happening to you. I don't know what you've been doing after school. I don't even see you around. I blurted out the one thing on my mind. How did you know about the investigation? Is that what's important right now? You're investigating serial killings, Yama. You don't have training in anything, and you're just a kid, and you can't do that. Can't do what? Can't do anything? Everything? Can't do anything? Has there ever been something that I could do? Not a good student, not a good son, not a good investigator. Tell me, Yuri, is there anything that I am good at? You know, being an average student is just fine if it keeps you alive. You can't live like that. If you keep doing this, you're not gonna live at all. Don't you get it? I'm fine with that. What are you even saying? I'm sick of being useless. My anger is burning to my mouth, spewing whatever comes to my head. Why have you stuck around me, huh? Why have you stuck around with such an incompetent excuse for a human being? Sure, you don't get anything from it. The only thing you're incompetent at is telling me what important stuff happens in your life. Like, oh, I don't know, the fact that you almost drowned yesterday. Are you really even a friend to you? What kind of friend? What is a friend? Someone who makes you feel nice and cozy? Is that why you were with me? Sticking around someone you know you're better than at everything? Probably made you feel really good about yourself. Shut up. You don't know what's been happening. You don't even care. You don't even ask. You just sit back and do nothing. Do nothing. No longer see the need to expend your resources on a worthless assistant. I wonder, could we have stuck as being Shigure's assistant? Did we, like, make a wrong choice at the Natsuki thing? Boy, I think you're scripted. If you're her assistant by then, assuming you could not be her assistant, to be fired. Why don't you try it at anything? You're the genius, figure it out. Rage floods to the tip of my fingers. I feel venom slicking over my tongue. I do nothing. I sit around my apartment and twiddle my thumbs all day. That's me. That's Yami Ishimoto. What a kid. A stupid, arrogant kid. Did nothing while his sister, his older sister, would have had so much potential. Yama. You know what you wanted to be? A defense attorney. 9 years old. She didn't even know what it was. She just asked her parents what the best job to protect people was. They said a lawyer. So she got her heart and set on being a lawyer. Is this Phoenix right? I made that joke last time. Meanwhile, what did Yama want to be? Good old Yama Ishimoto wanted to be, wait for it, tree. Yes, a kid, you're not a tree. I mean, we need trees. Candled leaves and a trunk and all that crap. Why? Trees are tall and green. Thought both of those attributes were pretty cool at the time. Stupid, isn't it? You know what would have been better? Yama died and Mizu had lived. Would have liked that. Wouldn't you have liked that? Don't blame yourself for that, Yama. It wasn't your fault that she died. It was the blizzard, the bus driver, the sweepers. You shouldn't have been on that bus in the first place. I'd like to think that. They would. Maybe for a while I did. Clutch my hands until my nails are digging grooves in the back of my palm. But you know what? Someone kept bringing it up. What? Could have left me alone. Could have let me forget, but you didn't let me. Why? Why do you keep nagging me? Why are you so insistent on sticking around me? Every day, every hour, every minute. What? I can't do anything on my own now? Always needs to be with you? Tears fill her eyes and spill onto her cheeks. My eyes and throat are burning. My tongue feels like it's on fire, but I can't stop. I was fine. Life was fine, and then you came. It made me think of her. Do you like it when I suffer? Do you like seeing me in pain? Can you stop bowling the Rui? Well, congratulations, because you did an excellent job. My head swivels harshly to the side, cheeks smarting from the impact of Rui's palm. She stares angrily at me, tears dripping from her chin onto the carpet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for caring for you. I'm sorry for sticking up for you. I'm sorry for spending time with you. I'm sorry for being such a terrible burden. I'm sorry for putting up with such an ignorant, thankless person for all these years. Her every word socks me straight in the gut, even though she speaks quietly. Thanks for being honest with me. I didn't realize I was such a horrible person. Horrible for worrying about you. Horrible for being upset when you could have died yesterday. Wouldn't have known at all. But by all means, keep telling me. It's not like I know my own faults or anything. She storms to the front door, slinging her backpack over her shoulder. Goodbye, Ishimoto. She slams the door behind her, leaving me in frigid silence. Anger burns through my stomach to the tips of my fingers, seized by a wild urge to grab something, anything, smash it against the ground. But not anything I look at, I can't bring myself to break. I glance out the window. Yuri's already heading out the gate. Toss on a light jacket and tear down the stairs, grinding to a halt at the gate and making a sharp turn to the opposite gate. The only way to expel this is a walk. Nice, long, preferably death-inducing walk. Breaking to a run as the cold air hits my face. I was fine. I was perfectly fine. Yuri was the one who freaked out. She's always been that way. Always nagging me. Always giving me a hard time. She felt excluded? Who was the person who went home yesterday? Who was the person who never talked to me? Who was the person who made me run around the Osamu forest, thinking that she'd been brutally murdered? I just can't take it anymore. Any of it. I close my eyes and pick up my speed, feeling the wind blister my face. My lungs plead for air and my heart is throbbing painfully against my chest, but I don't bother stopping. Here we go, District 6, the dead of night. Perfect place for the ignorant, thankless lowlife like me. Dang it. I drop against the wall, fighting for breath. A couple shady figures eye me from the alleyways, but when I meet their gaze, they turn away. I wouldn't mind a fight. Honestly wouldn't. Feel good, maybe. Cathartic. That's how you said that, I think? A good old fist to the face. Maybe I'd die. I deserved it. Shouldn't have said those words. It didn't matter that I was angry. It didn't matter that I felt unjustified. You didn't deserve words like that. Not when she's been by my side. Not when she's been my only friend. Just hurt. Even she acknowledged that. I couldn't do anything correctly. She was supposed to support me. To believe in me. Right? Text. Or pinged unknown. Are you? Why would he be pinging me? How did he get my number? How's this number in my phone? Is this part of a lapse I don't remember? Maybe he set his caller ID to be public, but that's strange, to say the least, especially for a student. Well, why is he in District 6? Cautiously follow the indicator, keeping to the shadows as they approach. Around the corner of the denoted alleyway, but... What? No, not now, no! You're a coward. We'll see about that. Shouldn't even be here. Oh, really? Don't you dare tell anyone. So Yahiko broke out? Who's that dead guy? Why not? Look, no one can know about this. Scared someone will find out? All this time. I should have known. Why? Why? I don't awake, frantically clinging to my bedpost. My vision is still swimming, my mouth dry with the bitter aftertaste of anxiety medication. Was that Haru dead? Did Haru ping us in hopes that someone would come save him? No, of all times. It had to be then? I squeezed my eyes shut in a vain attempt to recall the images that have just passed my retinas, but they're already gone. What happened? Why did I see a mutilated body? Why did I see Yahiko? What did I talk about? What the heck happened? I struggle to roll out of bed, but my limbs are frozen with terror, plastered to the sheets beneath my racing heartbeat. You're a coward. Who was that? Who said that? Why did they say it? How did I... No. I seized my phone, looking through my messages, my calls, anything. A clue, a hint, a status update. I only find an email. If you happen to find yourself in the midst of many strange events, don't worry. There are many who believe in you. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are not. It's the mystery emailer. The one who started contacting me the night after my first lapse in years. The one who seems to know exactly what I'm facing, even though I don't know who they are. What a convenient response. Almost as if it's exactly what I need to hear. I shut my phone, tossing it as far away from me as possible. Who am I during these lapses? The doctors, of course, have their own answers. Just an unusual brain injury from the accident. You'll suffer brief lapses during times of stress when your memory is transitioning from short-term to long-term. Wouldn't change anything about you, they said. You're still yourself, they said. Just a little memory blip, they said. Maybe they were paid to tell me that. After all, no one wants to hear that they could have an uncontrollable alter ego who might very well be a serial killer. Can't trust anyone. Can't even trust myself. What am I doing while I think I'm sleeping? I lie still, fighting to keep my mind steady as I survey my next course of action. What do I do? Record myself? Confine myself? Report myself? What can I do if I find out that I might be the very person I'm trying to track? It's not possible, is it? Sounds ridiculous. Like a half-baked plot from a second-hand book. Stupid, irrational, impossible. Just like me these past few days. Maybe I should just go to school. I can only snort at that thought. Shallow, ditzy little school, where I'll receive homework assignments on calculus problems, and how Mayor Inori has saved Osamu, and 1,000 other things that mean nothing when people are dying every day. Still, if I lapse at school, maybe someone will catch me. Maybe we'll find out once and for all. Besides, it's not like I have anything better to do. It only takes me a moment to get dressed and wolf down a quick breakfast. For 2 days before it's happening. 2 days before it doesn't have anything written on the storm page. So, we don't know what's going to happen today. One day per hour, you can't trust anyone. You lose your mind. Then D-Days, you're a murderer. So, things aren't going on a good track. That's kind of obvious, based on what's happened. The food is sour in my stomach, but I force myself to keep it down. Contrary to the past few days, the entrance is packed with students. It's practically impossible to weave my way through. I peer through the crowd of heads and catch a brief glimpse of a red hair that slowly plods away. Threads of whispers shooting rapid fire at the sight. Again? Say Haru went missing. Shoji ended up passing away. I saw the news. I can't believe it. I can. We should have expected the moment we saw them talk to Eri. Do you really think she'd do that? No wonder those girls are angry at Eri. But guys, this getting a little out of hand? They've been angrier this time. Think we're too hard on her? Midori, Toma, Akane, now Shoji and Haru. How high does the body count have to get before you start believing us? But was she even involved with... I'm taking this out of that girl, are you? Look, an adult had to step in and take your group to the principal's office. It doesn't make them look any better. You... Hey, no fighting. I'm shoved to the side as Masato breaks through the crowd. His jaw taut with suppressed anger. Students immediately quiet down, watching eagerly for another display with their phone cameras primed up for patter. All you better quit your yapping and scram. Your little chit-chat ain't doing a thing. Despite the fact that he's the president of the Honor Society, the students know enough about Masato to not start anything. They quickly disperse into the courtyard. Masato turns to look at me. I hate with the memories that I tried to forget. The argument at the canal, the bitter fight with Yui. I'm amazed at what 24 hours can do. All those encounters seem so distant. Masato curls his lower lip in disgust and strides away. Sucks me right in the stomach, speaking before I know it. Masato. He lifts an eyebrow at me. His body's tense with anger. Sorry? I don't know what I did? Wanna know why you're so mad? I don't understand? Masato cuts me off, grabbing his fingers in the end of his jacket until his knuckles turn white. If you're gonna take something from someone, man, at least take care of it. What? This is the last thing I was expecting to hear. Get to class. He storms past me and disappears into the classroom building. Only left bewildered, even more alone than before. This time, really got no one. I force myself to plod to my chair. The stairwells and hallways are congested with nauseating, frivolous gossip that makes me shake my head. This is disgusting. I'm about to slip in the classroom when a jolting movement in the hallway catches my eye. Mr. Yoda has just opened the door to the principal's office. A witcher number of students are filing. His face seems unusually burdened, most solemn I've ever seen it. Jiro? 5 of them, bullying. Cornering the Hiraga girl. Again? You don't understand, Principal. Are you really fine with a murderer running around campus? What, throwing some kids with potty mouths under the bus to cover for her? Look, you guys will address the principal with respect, and you will listen to what he has to say. Next time I see you tossing around that kind of attitude, you'll be packing your bags. Understood? Never heard him sound so harsh. The students instinctively step back, like he's emitting some dark aura. Mr. Yoda, how can you say that when Haru's gone? Haru Banya? Gone? What? You didn't know? He's been gone since last afternoon. Didn't even come back to the school for curfew. Haru's a smart kid. Didn't he know to stay? What does it matter? Midori and Toma and Nakane, they were inside the school after curfew, but they disappeared anyway. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. We're doomed. She bursts into tears as Mr. Yoda is frozen in place, looking strangely awkward. Bring them in, Jiro. I'll handle it from here. Mr. Yoda wordlessly steps aside, watching the students file into the principal's office. When the last student has entered, he shuts the door, sighing heavily. Step forward to greet him, but something halts me in my tracks. Students from this very school. Gone. Yesterday, death in the subway tracks. Now, Harubunya joins the ranks. I can't trust myself. How can I possibly trust anyone else? It's gotta be the stress getting to me, but I see every familiar face as a potential enemy. Puppeteer in the shadows, moving all the chess pieces into place. Mr. Ryota. Learning about him seems unbearably ominous, surrounded by death. Because he's the culprit! Am I the killer? Is the killer someone close to me? Is the killer a complete stranger? Everyone is a possibility. Mr. Yoda's intelligent, flippant, and when he needs to be, ruthlessly efficient. Then he notices me awkwardly standing in the hallway, twiddling my thumbs. Well, but isn't my favorite delinquent? Searching my face, him to mask my expression. Can't show anything. Not now. Hey, Mr. Yoda. Said not to mention the scene that I just witnessed. Maybe it'd be better if he doesn't know. Kid, you've got bags for days going on under your eyes. Have you been sniffing all night? What? You seriously just say that in the middle of the school? No, I was just finishing some stuff from last night. I see. Sure you don't want to talk about it? Talk to him about my past. I'm supposed to trust Mr. Ryota. I don't know. Get some time before class starts. It's up to you. Wouldn't it be better to run my thoughts by him? He has information about the students that I could never get otherwise. Okay. Your office? We slip into Mr. Yota's office without any hesitation. Mr. Yota settles behind his desk. He's still eyeing me closely. Maybe he trusts me about as much as I trust him. Not at all. You're really different today, Yama. What's bothering you? Do I look that haggard? That I put up a passable front. That obvious? Once upon a time, kid, I was also a student. Pulled all-nighters for exams, just like you. Except, this doesn't seem like it's related to an exam. Exams are the furthest thing from my mind at the moment, that's for sure. Wait, hold on. Have I... Yeah, I did, okay. Mr. Yoda, about the murders. Answer my question. Still interested in that? It's difficult to keep my composure up, and I managed to look him straight in the eye. Please just... You can answer one question of mine about it. You see the reluctance in his gaze, but after a long moment, finally relents with a silent nod. He said that the victims all had some kind of psychological problem. Could you look up their connections with... Just a shot in the dark. I don't even know if the killer is someone who I've met in person. We've got to see if they've had any relationship with... Yahiko Ikari. Someone started a club for depressed and troubled students. It was called the Happy Club. I thought it had the stupidest name in existence. But that club was for depressed and troubled students. Students with psychological problems. Is it really just a coincidence? Is there anything between the victims and Yahiko Ikari? Yahiko? Like dumb blonde friend Yahiko? Have you gone crazy, kid? What the heck would that have to do with these crimes? Just, can you look it up, please? I hate this doubt. Everyone in my sect is being painted as potential targets. Eri, Mr. Yota, Yahiko, even myself. Just need to find proof that I'm wrong. Right, well, you're a weird one, kid. His fingers fly on the tablet. Its surface flashing in a myriad of colors like strobe lights at a concert. Then he freezes and drops the tablet. It hits the floor with a shrill clatter. Instinctively wince, almost expecting it to shatter into pieces. What the? Gingerly, I stoop forward to pick it up. The screen is a mash of information tidbits from the school records, pattern feeds, and photos from Instacam. A group of students have a bunch of teens hanging out at a park. Faces tagged as Yahiko Ikari, Akane Tsukino, Shoji Hasegawa, and Harubunya. A matching pad from Yahiko, announcing the very first meeting of the Happy Club. An update from the roommate of Midori Mayano, claiming that Yahiko was harassing Midori with the most horrible pickup lines and he doesn't even like chocolate. Picture the orientation groups before school started, including Toma Hayashi as part of Yahiko's orientation group. He had led orientation? Oh, never mind that. What is this, some conspiracy? It's like the universe was just waiting for me to dig into Yahiko Ikari so that I could flood me with information that couldn't possibly be coincidental. The common thread is Yahiko? No, this is ridiculous. I reject this reality and substitute my own. Well, I mean, maybe there's someone else in common. Yahiko's too obvious, isn't he? Like, it can't be Yahiko, right? Right? But there's a trend that I can't ignore. And even worse, each victim is getting progressively closer to Yahiko. Mr. Yota, this is true. I looked at Mr. Yota, but he was only staring at the floor. Uncharacteristic shock etched all over his face. Mr. Yota? Oh, sorry. You know how sometimes you get so focused on something that, well, you kind of forget everything else? Does that happen to you? Often, not you? Seem pretty fixated on the idea that Yahiko Ikari is related to these murders. You're not serious, right? I don't know. Everything seems like a possibility. It's as if I was stuck in a dark room with only vague shapes and sounds, feeling my way around, that someone turned on the floodlights, leaving weird spots in my vision that have to be hallucinations, but somehow aren't. Just the bell, kid. Guess you better get to class. Class? We're on the verge of discovering something vital about the killer. I have to go to class? No, I should go. More than anything, I need to cool down. Give my mind time to process the shock. Bye, Mr. Yota. Take care, kid. I slid out of the office and raced down the hall, my mind still hazy with thoughts. There has to be another explanation. I must have missed something. Maybe I just shouldn't think about this until later. He's in class? What about the whole arrested thing? Wait, did his parents buy him out? Oh. When I arrive, I noticed that Yahiko's already in his chair. I instinctively freeze when I see him, words still fresh in my mind. But wait, didn't you say that Yahiko has been arrested? After the subway accident, hadn't we taken under suspicion of Shoji's death? Or Yuri lied to us? Yet I saw him in District 6 last night. I definitely ran into Yahiko Ikari, and we definitely had some kind of conversation. Sure, a lot of time passed between my laps. There were a good number of hours between the subway accident and the alley accident. But still, it's possible for someone to be released that quickly? Is it? Did he use his personal connections? Did he call on his parents to bail him out? Oh no, I'm thinking about this the wrong way. Let's been released because they found out he was innocent. Maybe bureaucracy isn't as inefficient as I thought. Maybe the case was finished because it was urgent. Yes, as if that's likely. Oh, stop thinking about this. This is crazy. I temporarily shut my thoughts down and slip into my chair. Yahiko seems to be browsing through a pattern feed. Wait, we talked yesterday, back in District 6. Didn't seem like an ordinary conversation either. Are we on good terms? Neutral terms? Bad terms? Are my memories? His last encounter was negative. But strangely, he'll find out about my lapses. What do I do? Then again, he's got someone's death weighing on his mind. Someone who he knows. If he was an innocent witness, he'd be traumatized. It'd be different. How quickly do I act with someone who... Fly hello, my good minion! Yeah! I jerk backwards, but he only grins brightly, waving his hand in front of my face. Feeling a bit under the weather? No worries. Having some coffee, straight from Buckstar Coffee House. Thus an insulated cup. Do not drink it. Cup at me. Peer through the lid. Sure enough, I see a thick caramel liquid that drops in a warm whirlpool. Instantly, I take the cup. The heat caresses my cold hands. Is it poison? My mind supplies? I shut it down. Oh, no need to thank me. Naturally this generous. A sharp chill runs down my spine. Is it possible to act so natural after seeing someone die? After seeing blood, tasting blood, hearing blood. Why is he grinning? Why is he acting like nothing happened? I didn't know Shoji that well, and even now, Yahiko. He sounds like that's the warning bell. Gotta chat a little with Misaki. He bounces away with a spring in his step. What? Maybe this has something to do with our exchange yesterday. There's no other way he'd be able to completely ignore death, much less the death of someone he knew. Unless... Students! Seats, please! The rest of the class rushes to their chairs. The commotion drowns out my thoughts. I force myself to pay attention through class. It's preferable to getting visions of bloody, beaten bodies. I answer the teacher's questions at every chance I get and actually listen to lecture. Apparently it's such a rare occurrence that the entire classroom is staring at me by lunch. Still, break is break. Any momentary curiosity immediately halts at the first chime of the bell. Yahiko tugs at my shoulder, his face still all alight with a cheery grin. Lunch, Cap, the old gang? I steel myself and look straight into his eyes. I saw you go to the train station where Shoji died. Yahiko freezes. His expression flickers for a single moment, almost too quick to catch. What happened? Why were you there? His face flattens. Startled guilt edges through my stomach, and I try to squash it. I didn't know who I'm talking with. And who's talking. Come on, minion. If we wait too long, the lunch line will take forever. Hungry overlord is not a happy overlord. Yahiko. Well, I guess there's no forcing you if you don't want to come, even if you're a minion. Ta-ta for now. He quickly passes out of the room before he can slip another word in. I can't suppress a shudder of revulsion. The fact that Yahiko's acting the same as he always does. It's terrifying. Moreover, I've done nothing to ease my fears about my lapse. Still have no clue what happened yesterday. Why I saw a bloody body? Why I ran into Yahiko? You're disturbed. What happened? Is this Aries theme? Because this played last time with Aerie too. I'm okay with this song. Aerie, please stay on screen forever. I think I'll call it there. Been going on for a while. Oh, you know, there's something I want to check. Load. Natsuki. Let's just see. Not getting anything. What about Aerie? Just rumors. Okay. So I'm gonna call it. Let's go to menu. I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time with some more Lucid9. We're getting close to the end. I'm thinking there'll be like 5 more episodes, maybe. Well, that depends on how many endings there are. But we're getting close. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.